G'day guys, Pete here. As promised, today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my goals for the next 12 weeks and the emotional reasons behind those goals. So let's start. The first goal I want to achieve is sub 10% body fat. That would mean I would be in the best condition of my life. Now, I don't know exactly how much body fat I have. If I had to guess, I'd probably be around the 18-19% body fat mark. If I don't get below 10% body fat this program, it doesn't matter too much to me as I will do it in my next one. However, what matters to me is the difference in the photos and making sure my after photos have visible abs. Now, I have what I call fat abs. I've got thick abs because I'm a weight trainer and I lift heavy. However, there's a layer of fat over the top, so I can only see outlines and I can only see them in good light. So I don't really call them abs. They aren't technically abs, they aren't. The second goal is a performance one. And I wanted to make this performance goal something way outside of my comfort zone because generally I normally pick goals that are within my comfort zone, strength based, like a max deadlift or something like that. However, recently I just did a beep test and I can't remember the last time I did a beep test would have probably been when I was 15 and I was getting in the high 11s, 12s. And now I recently done it, as I said, and I'm probably getting about 7.9, and it was to be expected. Look, I haven't done much fitness training in the last 6-7 years since my knee injury. It's mostly been strength related, and it's just something that I err away from. I don't like cardio all too much. So my goal for the performance goal is to get a 10.0 or above on the beep test. Now, that's way outside my comfort zone, and if I could get to the 11s and 12s, that would be awesome. That's going to be interesting too. I should mention, I won't be applying any intense cardio exercise in my training until the last 4 weeks of this program. So it's really going to test how much body fat and losing it has an effect on fitness levels when I do lose it. So stay tuned for that one. And finally, my lifestyle goal is to form habits that will allow me to keep the goals that I achieve over a lifetime. So I intend to keep my six-pack abs. I intend to keep up the activity that basically gets me in shape. Now, it's time to talk about the emotional reasons behind those goals, the juicy part. The emotional reason behind these goals are two-part. They're both personal and they're professional. Personally, the last time, as I mentioned before, last time I was in my best condition of my life was when I was competing. I was a restrictive eater and I used to exercise all day long. Never really exercised the house down. I just used to do a lot of it. Now I exercise the house down, but that's another story. I would spend 3 hours, 4 hours a day walking and walking hills. So I'd also probably spend an hour and a half in the gym too, and eat ridiculous things like greens and chicken or boiled chicken or egg whites. I actually went on an egg white diet when I was competing in my last few competitions, and all I ate was 8 egg whites each meal and a little bit of greens on the side 6 times a day. So looking back on that, it was completely unnecessary. And look, I'll admit it, I used to cheat, and I used to cheat for 3, 4, 5 hours at a time, binge on crap food. My whole week would be about planning this cheat meal, and there were times where I went to the toilet and I purged. Now, I was never diagnosed with eating disorder or anything like that because it was all, I suppose for me, I felt as though I was in control. But looking back, I wasn't in control. And they were some dark days for me. So emotionally, I want to prove to myself that I can get in the best shape of my life without going to those extremes. And professionally as well, I practice what I preach, and I really pride myself on that. And through my study, the study that I've done since those bodybuilding competitions with Metabolic Precision, all the evidence is there in real life proof and on paper that you can get the body of your dreams, the health and the energy that goes with it without going to the extremes of most people when they diet and they exercise. So I want to go from a good physique, which I have now, to a fucking awesome physique. Excuse the French. I just want to look absolutely sick, and I want people to look at me and say, yep, that's the guy I want to train with, because that's what I want to look like. So there you have it. The emotional reasons behind my goals as well. So keep following me, my journey over the next 12 weeks. I'll keep vlogging each week. I'll do one this weekend for you, which will be week 3. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can sign up to our free Fat Loss e-course, and please share this video if you feel as though what I've talked about today is valuable to anyone else. Bye for now.